All right, 4:31. Welcome to Weather Impact Live. I'm 10 Tampa Bay Chief Meteorologist Bobby Deskins.
And I'm 10 Tampa Bay Meteorologist Colleen Campbell.
It is Wednesday afternoon. We've got beautiful weather out there. We have the cold weather behind us. That's the good news. So we're looking at temperatures out there. I mean, look, we're below average for this time of the year, but not by much. I mean, 64 degrees right now. Topped out a little bit higher than that today.
Right.
Closer to 70, and we should be 75 this time of the year. So we're looking pretty good out there. Sunshine, dry weather. Dew points have crept up just a little bit, but they're going to stay comfortable. Air temps right now, look at that, mid-60s for just about everybody. But we've got 71 in Thonotosassa, Zephyr Hills and Dade City, Fishhawk all at 70. Ruskin, where the weather service is, 71 degrees.
Yeah.
So nice and warm out there. Even some mids, I mean 74 right now out in Sebring. 72 in Arcadia. May smell a little bit of smoke out there in Arcadia, especially over towards Northport. And we'll talk more about that. That's wildfire that's down along Alligator Alley. It's pretty far to the south, but there's some smoke coming up. And again, we'll show you that coming up. Now, we have high pressure over control of our weather. Right over top of us, we have clear skies. We have light winds for the most part, but that is shifting to the east, and so the winds are actually going to pick just a little bit up. Last night and this morning was when it was really calm. And then you can see as we get into tomorrow, we're going to see that high shift just a little bit off towards the east. So there goes your winds for tonight out of the south, a little bit out of the southeast, around 5 miles per hour or so. We'll see a little bit more than that at the coast, but look at that. Temperatures in the upper 40s and low 50s. So
still cool, but not quite as cold as this morning.
Yeah. I mean, what should we be, about 57 this time of the year, I think, for low? We're going to go about 52, 51 for Tampa. And quite a bit of 40s, but those 40s are all above freezing. We're not expecting any frost out there.
Right.
So things are looking a whole lot better for the wake-up temps. And then after we get past that, we're back into the upper 70s. Well, let's go mid-70s. We barely made 70 today.
Right.
But for Tampa, it's mid-70s, but it's upper 70s, even near 80 for a couple warm spots for inland locations.
Yeah, in the sun, it feels great. You know,
yeah, it really does.
Kind of, when you have the clouds, it's just, but.
Yep. Well, there are the highs. You see 77 for Tampa, but look at the low 80s. Polk, Hardy, DeSoto, even Highlands County will be there. Northport around 81, 76 for Sarasota, and Bradenton will be looking at mid-70s, even some upper 70s up and down the immediate coast. Water temperature is still cool. It's hanging in there, but it's mid-60s generally. All right, so low temps. Tomorrow morning, still a little chilly, but then after that, I mean, we're very warm. We're above average, really.
Yeah. Nice little warm up as we finish off the week.
Yeah, and the month.
Spring wants to come by. We'll see.
So what's today? Today is the 25th, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, wait a minute. 6, 7, 8. So Sunday, March 1st?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I know.
That snuck up
So for us
on me
meteorologists, that's March 1st is our start of spring.
Right.
We don't wait till the 20th.
Meteorological spring. That's right. So meteorological winter is going to go out on a warm note for us here. Here are the high temperature forecasts, and you can see 77 on Saturday. That's kind of the only bump in the road, and that's because we're going to see some rain coming.
Right.
And it actually looks like the first half of the day could be a little bit on the soggy side, but it's hard to complain. I know it's on the weekend.
Yeah, and a lot of events this weekend.
Yeah. Strawberry Fest, the race, Grand Prix.
But we can't complain. We're sitting this dry. You know, we got to kind of take the rain as it's an inconvenient time, but we really could use it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And then it looks pretty dry on Sunday. Then a small chance we get into Monday. But notice the temperatures. I mean, they're not cooling down. In fact, they're going the opposite direction. They're going to go up, low to mid 80s most of next week. So folks are going to be complaining it's too warm now because it was too cold. Now it's too warm. You can see the cold air is still moving through the Great Lakes in the northeast, but it's just not coming as far to the south, maybe to the Carolinas. And then it really kind of gets pushed up to the north. And in fact, a lot of those areas along and east of the Mississippi are really going to be warming things up. Although, watch this, it's going to show you most of the country, I guess it's not going to show you, is warming up.
Must be updating on us.
Yeah, it must be updating on us. The whole system is locking up on us right now. I guess that's not going to show anything. But basically what that map should show you,
there
it is, is most areas are warming up. And that's through March 7th.
Yeah.
So through the first week of March, we're staying well above average for just about everybody. All right, boating forecast. South winds 10 to 15 knots, 1 to 2 foot seas. You see how they start out of the southeast and then a little around to the south and the west in the afternoon. But Most of the time it's around 5 to 10 knots, but the afternoon is when we have that 15 knots coming in from the water, and that'll get a little bumpy out there on the bay. 62 still in the water, but that number is going to start to change a little bit. All right, rain chances. Let's get into that. We had a 40% originally on Friday. We thought we were going to split the difference. And now I think 20, I dumped it down to 20, and I think that's too high.
Yeah.
I think most areas stay dry on Friday, so that's good news.
Yeah, the European definitely has less rain Friday, more rain Saturday. The GFS wants to bring in, and even our in-house model, some of the rain Friday evening for our northernmost locations. So we'll see. You know, sometimes the in-house model does tune it a little bit better. Of course, the GFS, that's always out to sea. But
yeah,
when you do our in-house model versus the Euro, I don't know. It's kind of like, you know.
It is.
Yeah.
It is a lot better. Here's the European model now. You can see as we can move into Friday afternoon around 4 o'clock, it keeps most of the rain up to the north.
Right.
We could get a couple shots. I mean, that's not that far north of Citrus County, so you know, our local model will hone in on that a little bit better. But then here we go. That's 6 a.m. So technically, there will be some rain late Friday night up in Citrus County.
Right.
But then the better chance for Tampa is going to be in the morning hours, 6 a.m. That's 4 p.m. And I know that looks like a lot of rain, but I think they'll actually be falling apart by that time. And we've done, what, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. for our weather impact alert?
Yeah.
I think those are pretty good numbers, too.
Yeah. Yeah, and, you know, take into consideration everybody at home. We said this earlier, the weather impact alerts are also thinking about when we have those events going on. So not as many people out Friday, especially in Citrus County compared to, you know, all of the events that we have going on locally and, you know, the timing. So that all plays into these weather impact alerts too, just the inconvenience of it all.
That's 10 p.m. on Saturday, and you can see most of it's moving to the south and the east, which will be moving over parts of Alligator Alley, we think, eventually, which really needs the rain to fight that fire that's down there. We'll talk about that again. Then high pressure kind of tries to fall in, but look what happens. It's actually, the high is sitting up here, all right? And so look at the winds coming around. That's an east to southeast wind. That is a warm wind for us. So we do not cool down behind that. It's not really like a front coming through. It's just kind of washing out. So let's talk forecast now. Strawberry Festival gets started tomorrow, mid-70s with beautiful sunshine. Friday looks fantastic. We put 20%. We really think it's going to be dry, even through the evening hours, right?
Yeah.
And then Saturday is the issue. Now, I look at this and I think, all right, we get some rain on Saturday morning. We'll be drying up a little bit more for Saturday. I don't know the concert schedule for Saturday during the day, but Saturday night looks a lot better. And that kind of, you know, it's going to be dusty this year. I can tell you that with the drought. And that rain will help that a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Pack it all up just a little bit. But Saturday certainly is the day that you have to watch. Sunday, I think, is fine. And obviously the same thing goes for the Grand Prix. This is for St. Pete. We're going 80 degrees and beautiful on Friday. That rain chance is extremely small, and it's mainly late in the evening. I think all of the racing will likely be done by the time that rain chance gets there. So don't plan on much rain on Friday, but if you have Friday night plans, just keep an eye on the forecast. Saturday morning early, before the sun comes up, I think it'll be raining on the track. And then again, we'll probably have to wait until the afternoons before we start to see any kind of clearing. The temperatures will be a little bit cooler at that point. Now Sunday, we dropped that rain chance too. That was trying to show a few showers around. Right now, I think Sunday actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, if we did see anything Sunday, I think it would mainly be in the morning. You know, kind of just
leftover
moisture.
All right, so this map is a little confusing. The green is smoke, all right? And so we're going to take a break here. When we come back, we're going to focus down south where we have this fire that's right there along Alligator Alley. In fact, I think it's jumped the road over onto the north side. We'll talk about that coming up.
This autumn, give your home the upgrade it deserves. Save up to 20% during California Closet's Autumn Upgrade event, making it easier than ever to transform your space with our select finishes. Whether it's a walk-in closet, home office, pantry, or garage, our designs are about more than organization. They're about creating space for what belongs. We call it practical magic, expert design that feels effortless. Visit one of our 3 Tampa Bay showrooms or schedule your complimentary consultation today at CaliforniaClosetsTampaBay.com.
With a fresh new look and over 60 years of keeping Floridians comfortable, Cool Today is the name to trust for fast same-day service. Cooling, plumbing, and electrical. Our friendly expert technicians take the hassle out of home repair today. And Cool Today is here for you tomorrow, too. That's why we're introducing a parts and labor warranty on select AC systems for a lifetime. For cooling, plumbing, or electrical service, get the best from today and for years to come. Cool today.
Windows are created and installed with different levels of quality. You need quality that can withstand the tropical climate. Our installers only install PGT custom windows and doors, so we are the go-to experts. Don't take my word for it. We have been named Best of Tampa Bay 3 years in a row, Reader's Choice in Sarasota 3 years in a row, and nationally recognized as Window and Door Dealer of the Year. Price is what you pay, but value is what you get. Give WeatherTight Windows a call today, and don't forget the cookies.
I was driving when a Ford pickup truck barreled into me from behind, sending me to the hospital.
I knew my husband was going to need an excellent attorney, so I called Dan Newland.
I'm so glad my wife called Dan. Dan really fought for me. He won my case and got me $650,000.
If you've been involved in a car accident, allow me to fight for you. Call me now at 813-888-8000.
Thanks, Dan, for winning my husband's case.
All right, welcome back. So this is that wildfire we were talking about in Collier County. This is near State Road 29, so basically the Cypress Preserve down there, and yeah, that's one camera view. Some of this gets really smoky and makes it difficult to see. So that's the camera view. That's looking northbound, but it's tricky along I-75 there because technically it goes from east to west, but on the road it says north. I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of a northern jog, but anyway, that is looking a little bit more toward the fire, towards State Road 29, and that's why it's so smoky.
So this is about 30 miles east of Naples and about 20 miles west of Alligator, Alcatraz down there.
Yeah.
So this is kind of right in the middle there. Now, this started on the south side of Alligator Alley, about 5,000 acres, and it went to 15, and we've heard lately it's now up to 25,000. 0% containment as far as we know right now, other than, when containment literally, if it backs up against a road, it's contained on that part of the road.
Right.
Ordinarily, you would expect 0% that the road's not containing it, and that is what's happening here. I would have thought it's going to back up against the road so you have some containment. It jumped the road.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's now burning on the north side, and the winds have shifted today. There have been some closures. There will likely be more closures from time to time on I-75 down there. And that's really the only way you're going to get to one side or the other.
Right.
So just keep that in mind. I think they'll try and get as open as much as they can, but especially as we get into tonight, if it gets really thick, there's going to be some issues down there with trying to cross Alligator Alley. All right, now let's get back over to our computer. We'll take that full. I want to show you where the fire is now. It's obviously started, as I mentioned, south of I-75, but you can see it on the radar. This is the smoke that you can see.
Yeah. Yeah, so the crosshairs of basically I-75, State Road 29, big artery for getting over from Naples to Fort Lauderdale. Not good for all of those drivers out that way.
And if you look at the visible satellite, you can actually see where it started this morning. I mean, it was burning yesterday, but I mean, where it flared up this morning.
Yeah.
And you can also see a couple spots right there. No, right there. You can see some bright spots near Miles City, just north of that. And that's what's gotten me thinking that it's burned a little bit now north of there.
Yeah.
And some embers come across from the south part of the fire, get across the other side, and start to burn to the north. If you look at the bigger picture, you can see the smoke getting up towards Lake Okeechobee already. I mean, it's really tough to see, but in this area right in here, watch this. See that? It's kind of spreading up into here. And Highlands County is sitting right up in here.
Right.
All right, so there's some smoke heading that direction. And again, with 0% containment, we'll have to see what it does, right? It's obviously the Everglades, it's marshy, but it's actually been very dry for them as well. Our 7-day forecast is showing basically warm and dry conditions except for Saturday. And I really do think that Saturday is going to have a decent chance for rain for a lot of the state, which is actually good news because we have all that. Now, this forecast obviously is for the Tampa area. Saturday morning through the mid-afternoon, say early afternoon, is our best timing for the showers. I don't think it rains all morning long.
Right.
Right? It's rare that even happens. But the decent chances are in the morning, less chance as we make our way through the afternoon hours. So let me find the drought here for you. That will get updated tomorrow with the forecast for rain. That's nice, but that's not getting updated before the rain gets here. So it will get worse. This is the comparison from last week to this week.
And all those areas down there, I mean, just completely in that extreme category where that fire is. So yeah, it's very dry, lots of fuel, lots of vegetation that can eat. And like you said, change up in winds and those embers go flying and yeah, starts and spreads very easily.
So you can see much of the south. I mean, look at South Texas and all the way across the deep south up into Georgia as well. But this has been one of the driest spots in the whole country, the state of Florida. And that's been the storm path's been up further to the north. But it has actually made a little bit of inroads in this area right here from Dallas out through Atlanta because they've been very dry, but they've gotten a little bit of rain lately. So that rain that we get is really going to help. I do have some winds. There was a wind forecast. Let me see if I can find that here. Because it is going to stay, I think, generally out of the south. If it goes south to southwest, either way, but that I'm trying to figure that one for you because the smoke is going to turn around, right? And that's what these green hatched areas are here. Initially, the fire was here and the smoke was coming down to the south. Now the fire's here. It's actually jumped up here, and it's going to the north. And so if you look up further to the north, you can see where Lake Placid is, Sebring right up in here. So we're going to have to watch that. These areas on the west side of Lake Okeechobee will have it. Now, the bigger picture here, excuse me, look at all of those fires across the south. That is a ton right now. This is some smoke that's left over. So if you're very sensitive to it, you're going to notice it. What you're seeing there on the left side of the screen is the thick stuff that's down here by Alligator Alley. You're actually looking at that. And in fact, you can see the green underneath here. That's not rain right there, right? That is smoke that the radar is actually picking up. And then obviously you can see some of that right here on the left side of the screen. So I expect that to get probably worse before it gets better. We've reached out to find some information latest this afternoon. What's the coverage, right? What's the acreage? What's the containment at this point? We haven't heard anything back. Last thing we've heard is 25,000 acres and 0% containment, but that's what we had heard yesterday.
Yeah.
It's spread today, right? It's moved further to the north and the wind shift. Now, as I mentioned, the winds will go southeast and then south and southwest. I don't see northerly winds pushing in on this over the next several days. All right. Now, the population south of there is very small anyways, but the population north of there immediately is not much, but further to the north and with a southeast wind that we're going to get on Saturday and Sunday, especially Sunday into Monday, if that thing's still burning, that's going to push it closer over, say, Northport and those areas. So this is certainly something that we're going to want to watch. And remember, if you're heading that way tonight across Alligator Alley, that road, I-75, has been shut down at times in the last 24 hours because of the smoke, and I would imagine that's going to continue to happen from time to time for at least another 24 hours. All right, just about 4:50. Let's take a break. We'll come right back.
This autumn, give your home the upgrade it deserves. Save up to 20% during California Closet's Autumn Upgrade event, making it easier than ever to transform your space with our select finishes. Whether it's a walk-in closet, home office, pantry, or garage, our designs are about more than organization. They're about creating space for what belongs. We call it practical magic, expert design that feels effortless. Visit one of our 3 Tampa Bay showrooms or schedule your complimentary consultation today at CaliforniaClosetsTampaBay.com.
I was driving when an 18-wheeler turned in front of me. I locked up my brakes, bam, slid dead into the truck. Bloody and hurt, I was loaded into an ambulance, and that's when I put out my phone and called attorney Dan Newton. Dan jumped right on it. He was in my corner the whole way. He fought the fight from beginning to end and got me $1 million.
Involved in a car accident? Call me now at 813-888-8000.
Dan, your awesome team deserves 6 stars. Thank you for winning my case.
With a fresh new look and over 60 years of keeping Floridians comfortable, Cool Today is the name to trust for fast same-day service. Cooling, plumbing, and electrical. Our friendly expert technicians take the hassle out of home repair today. And Cool Today is here for you tomorrow, too. That's why we're introducing a parts and labor warranty on select AC systems for a lifetime. For cooling, plumbing, or electrical service, get the best from today and for years to come. Cool Today.
Jeopardy is for everybody.
That's amazing. Oh, yeah.
With players just like you.
Paramedic, a retired teacher, psychiatrist.
I'm a little bit competitive.
That's the spirit.
Watch their victories.
We have a giant killer.
And heartbreaks.
Oh, no.
The next super champion could be anyone.
It's almost like a superhero origin story.
It could be you.
Oh, wow.
It's all happening on Jeopardy.
Jeopardy weeknights at 7:30, right here on 10 Tampa Bay.
All right, so this week's blizzard brought 1 to 3 feet of snow in parts of the Mid-Atlantic and New England. Man, I have a lot of friends and family. They were like, when's it going to stop?
Yeah, right.
But the worst, it seems like every 10 years, because the last big snowstorm up that way was 2016. And then, of course, they had the big blizzard in the 90s. But
Any of them want to come down?
yeah.
I mean, when's it going to stop? And by the way,
Well, my
we're
aunt
coming to
just
visit.
came back from Naples, and then as soon as she came back, like a day later, she's like, I can't believe, she's like, I thought it was over. But we have some look at the impacts. Rob Marciano is reporting
Welcome
on
to
that.
Boston's urban playground, each snow covering an obstacle for adventure.
Make sure nobody comes.
It's how a storm transforms the city, a simple park bench becoming an Olympic event.
I don't snowboard. I ski.
And you're still going to attempt this?
Yeah.
This is Romeo Firmanovches, a 14-year-old ready to clear a sidewalk in Boston Common. But don't worry, they laid down a sleeping bag.
That was just in case I undershot it. I didn't want to try it yesterday because the visibility wasn't the best, but I came today and decided to try it.
So close, so close.
That's the good thing about this place is, we didn't make the jumps at all, but everyone gets to use them. Everyone takes their turn.
Craig Cochran has been coming to the Common to sled for 20 years. He's a bit of an expert.
We came out yesterday towards the end of the storm, and it was almost too much snow to sled.
I enlisted his help and his sled to give it a go.
It's like cool runnings. Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme. All right, let's try these jumps.
He offered a cushion I chose not to accept. Always listen to the experts.